Good evening, Brian. It's Friday. So today was a lot like a lot of weekdays. I finished work and I left at a normal time and I drove home and got home. And then I really didn't do all that much for a while. I sort of sat on the couch and got my phone out, started checking Facebook, and then started checking Instagram, and started checking Twitter. Went back to Facebook once I had exhausted Instagram and Twitter, and sort of just did that for like half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. But I don't really feel like I got anything of value from them, especially Facebook. There are some things that I like about social media things, but a lot of times I feel like they can tend to be just time sucks. They can just take up our time. That's not to say that I don't think they have their merit. I follow a lot of really, really interesting, smart people on Twitter, for example, and I definitely do feel like I get some value out of following them. I get to see thought-provoking things they've said, and I get to learn about new things and see news stories and learn about new tech and stuff from a lot of those people. And I like Instagram a lot. I follow a lot of artists and people who do things with fountain pens and other things like that, as well as other people who I know. And so it's nice to see the things they do, and the art things make me super inspired to want to try to do art as well as just being aesthetically pleasing. And some of them are just really neat. And it's amazing that we can subscribe to programs or services like that where you can get art delivered to your phone from artists all over the world. You can subscribe to their feeds and then they post what they do, and it's really cool. And even Facebook is nice to an extent. I'm friends with a lot of my old friends on there, so I get to see what they're up to. I'm friends with family on Facebook, so I get to see things that are going on with them, as well as because it's the place that most of my people are on and that they do most of their internet posting on, I learn a lot of things from Facebook as well. The downside is that I feel like we get into these habits where we just sort of use social media things to kill time, and it ends up not really giving you much value for the amount of time that you're putting into it. I'll sit on the couch for half an hour and flip through Facebook and then have read all the posts and then scroll back up the top and see what's been posted since I started, and then get back up the top and all of that. And I'll spend maybe half an hour doing that and really feel like I maybe got like 5 minutes worth of actual entertainment from it. And the rest of the time was just flipping through trying to find something that was entertaining. So it's a very inefficient way to be entertained, and it definitely causes me to waste a lot of time. I'll get bummed because I feel like I haven't done anything with my night, and I've wasted all of this time, and I haven't anything productive, and then I'm in a bad mood, and that ruins the time that I do have left for the evening, and it just sort of can be kind of a negative thing sometimes. So I don't know exactly what to do about this, but it's definitely something that I've experienced and something that I know other people have experienced, and I'm wondering how it's something you've experienced. Do you feel like social media and other internet things tend to be kind of a addicting, time suck, waste of time kind of thing where you spend a lot of time on it but don't really get much value out of it, or don't get as much value out of it as equals the time you're putting into it? And what do you think are some good ways to handle that? One thing that I could think of is, maybe saying, okay, I'm only going to check my Facebook once a day, limiting it numerically like that, or just deleting it off of my phone and only checking it on my computer. I don't know, but it's always something that I've been thinking more and more about lately, about how, I don't have all of that much free time because I work full-time during the week and I have a pretty long commute. So, I'm not sure it's the wisest way to spend my free time. It seems like it's sort of an addiction and a compulsion and a habit, but it's not really something that's really making me any happier. Again, not to say that there's no good coming out of it, but I definitely feel like the way that we make these habits needs to possibly change. Let me know what you think about that, Brian, if it's something you've experienced as well. And it is Friday, so I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see your video on Monday.